Welcome to the first ever Making Sense with Jared podcast. We're here in the beautiful Rock Out Loud studio in Morganville, New Jersey. I'm your host, Jared Habib, and I am here with my great friend, really awesome person, James Buckley. Also, he's been called the photography connoisseur. He's quite the videographer and editor as well. James, how you doing today?
I'm great. Thanks for asking me. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
No problem at all. So why don't you get started with kind of just going into how you got into photography and videography and why you really drawn to that topic.
Well, I actually started taking pictures in 2013 using like actual cameras. But
Okay.
It's funny because my mom, when I was like younger, she'd always have me take like the family pictures before my mom and dad went out to dinner and this and that. She was like
the steady
yeah,
hand,
yeah,
the
one
steady
of these
hand,
iPhone,
yeah.
yep. She was like, wow, you actually have a really good eye for pictures. I'm like, I was younger, so I didn't really understand it at the time. But yeah, I took that and kind of just, however it was. And then I got my first camera in May of 2013.
And what was that?
That was a Canon T5i. To this day, I still have it.
Okay, was it a good camera for the times?
Oh, dude, it's one of the best cameras.
Okay.
Starting cameras in general. Like, it's just a great camera. You have the T6, right?
I have the Canon Rebel T6.
The T6, yeah. So I had the T5i, and I got it from a woman on Craigslist in a bundle for like $1,200. I had 2 lenses, a carry case, the body, and some extra batteries and whatnot. And yeah, the very first picture I ever took with that camera was a picture of a two-tone sub at the office. So that was like the very first picture I really took with it. And it's really good. It's really great.
For those of you who are unaware, James's dad, John Buckley, also a great friend of mine, is he's into watches. Why don't you tell them what you're kind of talking about there? So the two-tone sub is just...
Oh, the two-tone, okay. So yeah, my dad is a vintage watch dealer / parts dealer. And he got into the business in like the late 90s, I want to say, probably like 96, 97. And he started off selling just like counterfeit like Rolex t-shirts and Rolex catalogs and stuff. Can I curse?
Yeah.
I can curse, right? Okay. Counterfeit Rolex t-shirts, catalogs, just like the junk, basically.
Yeah.
And he was going around Chinatown with my mom selling them to like vendors over there. Just random crazy, just random shit, right?
Okay.
And then he started Tuscany Rose, like I said, I think it was 97 he started the company up. And then he started moving on to more more high quality goods, and he started doing it on eBay. So he was selling watch parts, dials. Like one of his nicknames is Johnny Dials.
Yeah.
Because he has like fucking trays and trays of Rolex dials. It's absolutely incredible.
And from what you've told me, getting back to photography, that's going to be kind of like your next endeavor. You're going to be looking into photography of some of his
That is going to be the next chapter in my photography thing. Like I'm going to be doing jewelry photography for people's like eBay ads, Craigslist ads, websites, and it's pretty much I don't want to say it's guaranteed, but it's very likely it's going to take off just for the fact that people in that business, it's a service they need. They need high quality photos.
Granted, iPhone takes great pictures, but if you can get insane high quality pictures, it makes your product.
Well, here's the thing with iPhones. iPhones, they don't have macro. They can't zoom all the way in or get close enough to really get that detailed shot of a watch like a camera can with the macro lens. So that's kind of where I had the idea. I'm like, shit, why don't I just go into that market? It's a proven market already. You know what I mean?
And I think that your photography and videography kind of helped manifest our friendship because it's been such an integral part into how we came so close. Yeah. And that brings me to the question. It's been boggling my mind for months now, actually. I've been meaning to ask you, but I've been waiting for the day. Do you remember how we met? Because I've been searching for this answer for quite a long time.
Sophomore year lunch table, I think it was. And I met you. We were there because I remember Pat used to sit with Richie and you.
And Gianna Nucci and people
and a whole bunch of that group.
Yeah,
of people.
Exactly.
So I remember we used to it's true story.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, well, you weren't there for that, but that's not the point. Point is this. Yeah, so I met you at that lunch table.
Yeah,
and we weren't
I sat there. I was the lone person on the end.
Yeah,
because I would talk to Richie or Pat every once in a while, but I didn't talk to anybody then.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's kind of how I met you, but we didn't become close until
late senior year,
early senior year.
Yeah, or the summer of going into senior year was definitely a big part. And really, honestly, our friendship was kind of based on Applebee's for quite a long period of time.
Yeah, it still is.
With Sal, Anthony, and Jake, really Applebee's was kind of in the half apps at 10 o'clock was really just the
It was the standard.
That was the standard, and it still is the standard. It's still what we do probably most nights during the week.
Yeah.
And it's pretty sad to say it, but
if you ever want to see us, we're at Applebee's.
Yeah,
at least 2 nights a week from 10 o'clock on. So maybe you'll get lucky and see us. We'll never know, though.
Yeah, Applebee's is just, I mean, it's a great spot. Even though they probably just microwave their food and just hand out to us.
For what it's worth, it's close by.
Yeah.
It's by everybody, for the most part. And it's one of those places that's just open late night, so we can go after we get done what we need to do. So it's just convenient.
Applebee's is the most convenient place on the planet.
By far. Yeah. 100%.
All right, now I want to delve back into your videography now.
Right.
So obviously there was some of the SMG videos.
Oh my god.
There was just going based on time you did Anthony's videos.
Yeah.
Just based on your recent history of videos, what was kind of like your most fun project to do?
The most fun project?
Yeah.
Oh god. Only Way Out was a good one. That was a good time. Shouts to Anthony and the crowd. For those who didn't know, he's already there, but whatever. 6 hours later, wow. Only Way Out by 6 hours later was a great video because it was like, I took what I did wrong with other videos in the past and I tried to get it right the second time around. Yeah. So that was like the main focus. I wanted to build on what I did already. Because at the time, my only real experience with videos or music videos was Bentley with JWAP. And don't get me wrong, that video is fun.
That video is good, but it wasn't like the finest video I've ever done. If I were to be honest,
it was raw.
Yeah, it was raw video.
That's what
like
it is.
It was just missing something. So I think the Only Way Out video was definitely like
a step up.
It was 100% a step up.
Yeah. So that was probably the most fun. And then like I did all like the videos for my friend Dylan. He's a DJ, so we did all like the party videos and stuff.
Dylan Leota. Yeah,
those are fun.
Those are fun. Some of the party videos, they came out really cool, especially with like some of the. What's like the camera effect where it says the date and stuff like that.
Oh, the VHS, yeah.
The VHS effect. Those were
I went through
those were cool videos. Yeah, it was like, I think it was definitely a cool era that we had. There was a lot of parties, a lot of studio sessions.
Oh god,
with us not even making music.
If I were to compile all the studio session footage I had over the last 2 years, I'd probably have enough for like a feature film. I'm not joking.
It's the amount of we used to spend probably 5-6 hours in the studio a day without even recording anything.
Easy.
And I think a lot of that is attributed to Sal and Anthony and the crowd here. Shout out. At 6 hours later on Instagram, you can go find them, go listen to them on Spotify, Apple Music,
SoundCloud. Drop a new song through the late night, or what is it called? Through the night. Yeah, through the night
is his new song. Go get it now, please. Now, James.
Yeah.
Here is the real question.
Oh no, dude, you make me nervous when you say all that. The real question.
The sneaker buck handle.
Oh shit.
Sneaker buck. If for those of you who are unaware, I wasn't friends with James at the time, but according to legend, he was quite the sneakerhead of his and during the time. When was this? What, 8th, 7th grade for you?
Yeah, like 2012, 2013. And so like 7th, 8th grade. Yeah.
And what like drew you to sneakers?
It's actually a really good question. What did draw me to sneakers? I'm trying to think. The very first. Okay, so I'll kind of go a step forward. Like the first pair of shoes that I got that were like sneakerhead-esque or sneakerhead-like were military fours. Military blue fours. Those are like the white Air Jordan fours with like the light blue on the sides and shit. It's like really nice shoe. And God bless you. That was like the first shoe I got that I was like, oh damn, like these are really nice. But I was always into sneakers beforehand, but I didn't have like the good sneakers. I had like bummy, not bummy, but like I had really like.
Were you into like J's or were you into more?
I was just into like I just liked sneakers as a whole. But I didn't, like I just said, I didn't like the real, like the retro Jordans, the LeBrons at the time. LeBrons were really big. I didn't really like.
I used to really love the 5s.
Oh, the Jordan 5s.
The Laney 5s. I used to have the Quai 54s that I.
We had the white ones, right?
I had the white ones. I didn't have the Family and Friends. The Family and Friends were way too expensive. Okay, but keep going.
So yeah, that was the first pair of shoes I got. Like, they were like sneakerhead related, and then I got Taxi LeBron 9s, which are like I still have them to this day, all time grails. They're like yellow LeBron 9 Elites.
They're
awesome.
Are they good shoes?
They're not like the best, but like at the time I'm like, holy shit, like these are fire. Like the way the colors, they're loud as shit. They have red in the midsole, they're dope.
Yeah, no, they were rare.
And then what else? Thanks.
Okay.
So yeah, so that was like kind of the first 2 pairs that I got.
And where did this like sneaker buck handle come from? Because I've heard multiple people, and we've had instances where we were actually out places and people would recognize you, and they would recognize you for sneaker buck. And where did like this? How did you like? When did you get like notably recognized like in the game? When were you like that like sneaker dude?
Okay, so that was 2013 in like February-ish. I remember vividly. because my dad and I, because he was like basically funding this for me because I had no money at the time. Like,
so he was getting you all the shoes.
I was a 13-year-old
kid.
Yeah.
It
is what it is.
But at some point, did you start like selling and flipping them yourselves?
Oh, trust me, I'm gonna get to that. So, my dad and I were like, damn, like this is like a really fun thing to do. Like this is just a hobby. For him, it was a hobby because like he has his own business, obviously. So it's just something to do in the free time. And like I said, he was financing all of it to begin with, like buying the shoes and this and that. So I started posting shoes online on like Facebook groups and whatever, and people were like kind of like picking up on it, and they were buying them off me, like small, quick flips, like nothing crazy. So then my dad was like, Buck, I have this great idea, a really great name for this that you could use to kind of like launch this into more like a
Sneaker
business.
Buck?
Yeah, he was like Sneaker Buck. That should be the name.
Okay.
And that was like the name of like the company.
That was the name of it. So I mean, you used to go to all these like shows and stuff.
Every single one.
Every single one.
Every single one. Yeah.
But you go like out of state and go places like that?
I would go to like New York. New York was always a hot spot for us. Yeah, New York was like probably the main. New York, Long Island. I think there had to have been Staten Island. North Jersey, Philadelphia. I've been to. Basically the tri-state area. That's like kind of where the sweet spot was.
So you literally just went everywhere. And what did you do at these shows? Did you just bring all of your shoes? And
oh my God, I used to roll literally like a cavalry. It was like me, 4 other people. It was like me, my dad, McCorsky. He was there.
Do you have a booth or what do you have?
Basically, what you do is you buy tables. You buy like tables, and we used to buy like 4 of them at a time, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Because
we had that many shoes.
Yeah, at one point we like had at least like 80 pairs on deck at all time, 100 pairs at all times, like without question. So we would buy 3 to 4 tables at the events, take up an entire back wall of space, and we set them up two pairs on each row. So 1 row and 2 rows. So 2 rows, 2 pairs each. And that was like what we did. We literally just brought bulk supply of shoes and tried to sell them to kids. And that's what I did. Along with like the online, like the buy, sell, trade J's. That was like a vintage group.
How long did you do it for?
Oh God. I mean, that was like I said, the prime of it was 2013 to 2014. Going into 2015, kind of.
So it wasn't that long of a run.
No, it was like it's funny you say that because it wasn't that long of a run.
But there was a lot. There was
a lot of action. We probably did at least 20 shows in like a year. Wow. A year and a half. We did probably like 20 shows, sneaker events. And then that doesn't even include now. Like I went to one a few months ago in Philadelphia. So like I'm still like involved with it, just not as much as I used to be.
And do you still have a lot of the same collection? Well, I shouldn't say a lot, but you still have a good collection from comparably to.
I have probably like 40 pairs left, like just sitting in my basement. I don't really know what to do with them. So if anyone wants to buy them,
do they still hold value? It's what they used to.
I don't really have like the fire left. I'd have like some just regular like GA stuff, like nothing too crazy. Sancio knows. He knows. He knows what I have.
And what like made you deter from it? Was it like the
life.
leading on of just life? Was photography that led you into it?
Life.
And it's just life. You just got sick of it.
I didn't get sick of it, but I moved on. Like I ended up doing other things like. Okay, I wasn't the greatest student ever, but like, I was like focused on school.
You finished school and you're
focused on school. Yeah, like that was a real concern.
Yeah.
You know, when you're in high school and stuff, when you go from 8th grade to high school, it's like a game-changing thing.
It's like when you go to. For us, it was like you go to high school and freshman year. It's like oh shit.
Yeah, it's like the big.
It's like you're in like the big leagues almost.
Yeah.
And then freshman, sophomore year, and then they say junior year was the hardest year. But then I think that's where like that's where for all of us, that's really the decline where we stopped. Really.
My decline was in 2nd grade, but that's not the point.
Yeah, it's not the point.
The point is this: like life kind of hit.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I need to kind of like do something else in my life, like because the game was kind of slowing down too. That's like a totally other side.
And is it a lot slower than it used to be now?
What do you mean?
Is now like currently?
Oh, you're asking now? Is it like popping again?
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
It's popping still.
Yeah, it's more popping than it was. Like the best time to be a sneakerhead was like 2013 time, like 2013-ish. And then it kind of went off the rails, or not off the radar for like a solid 2-3 years because nothing was really dropping.
I remember because in like 2013, 2012, I think that's when I got like the Quad 54.
Yeah.
And I know it was like the hot thing. Like I used to hear in school people talk about like Flight Club in New York City, even though they fucking rip you off. But it's like it was like the place to go, just like the place now in the malls.
Yeah,
rip off.
You have Soul Culture in the mall.
Yeah, but that's like the only place where you can get like.
Exclusive
Jordans
and
or exclusive gear. Yeah,
Supreme merch, Bape, all that. But when I got into high school, like I said, there was like a gap when sneakers weren't like as popping as they were before. And then Kanye went to Adidas. That was like when everything changed because that automatically shifted the tide, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, Adidas is like next up." Because before it was Air Jordan, it was
literally Jordan,
and Nike's like LeBron's, like LeBron 10s, LeBron 9s,
yeah,
LeBron
but 8s. I remember when I would do it, like everybody would talk about like Jordans. I remember I got the candy cane 14s. I really don't know what really drew me to
I
those
had
shoes.
those. Yeah, I had those.
They weren't terrible shoes.
No, the 14s as a whole, they're not really that nice.
Yeah, they're really like that design was not
1 through 13 are the best.
But I remember like everybody used to talk about Jordans or like they had like I remember the South Beach LeBrons had a big era, but
I had like 7 pairs of those.
Did you really? Mm-hmm. How much did they go for?
Which ones, the 9s or the 8s?
What was like the most like the
8s were the more expensive ones. The 8s
what was like the default one that you saw?
The 9s. I think.
The 9s.
Those were like the.
I mean, I remember hearing South Beach 9s. I remember.
Yeah, South Beach 9s. I had probably like 7, 8 pairs.
How much did they go for? Like 200-300 or?
At the time, they were like $350. They were the quickest shoe to flip.
Yeah.
They were like in that sweet spot.
It had a different pattern design, different like color scheme.
Yeah, they were unique. They had the turquoise and they had the pink and the gray.
Yep.
But the preheat 8s, as a matter of fact, those were probably the nicer pair of the two because those were literally an entire turquoise upper with like a black swoosh and it had like the pink on the inside. Oh my god, I wish I.
And during your reign, so-called,
my reign,
what was like the hottest shoe to flip?
The hottest shoe to flip?
Yeah.
Oof.
Were like BC3s or anything like that? Were those like hot shoes or not?
Nah.
What was like the
Concord 11s? 11s were hot. Space Jams.
Well, what is like a
Big Bang
shoe title? Would it be like like Jordan 5s, 11s? Which one would be like
11s? Those were
11s were the hottest ones.
Yeah, those were pretty hot.
Like you saw a lot of Breads or Concords.
Concords were really popping. Space Jams were still really popping.
I like Space Jams. They're cool.
What else is popping?
I like the Breads a lot. The Bread 11s. Are cool.
I had a few pairs of those. It was dope. Yeah, I mean it was basically 11s, LeBrons, and there was probably one more in there. Oh, obviously like all the Nike Yeezys.
Yeah, but now I think that like
those are expensive.
Now Adidas is definitely just like
Adidas is the only thing in game, like the only thing that's really hot right now. Aside from like Jordan 1s and
some of the Yeezys personally I really don't like. But
I hate pretty much all the new Yeezys except for like the first 2
I
runs.
don't like I don't know what they're called. It was like the 350 something.
The McDonald's wrappers?
The big ones.
Oh, I
don't know. You know, it's called like the Beluga or something.
Yeah.
What I don't know what the model is called.
Yeah,
I don't like that model
They're
at all.
irrelevant. So.
It
doesn't even matter.
But I mean, I have the. I kind of like in some odd way like the sesame ones. I have the zebras. I have the cream white ones. I mean, some of the plain ones are like some of the more basic ones are clean, but like they're very expensive.
I remember I got offered a pair of the first. It was like Anthony. What were the first 750s that came out? The gray ones, right?
750's the high one.
Yeah, the boot ones with like the zipper. Which ones were those?
The gray or the chocolate ones?
Those are the gray ones. Oh yeah, it was the gray ones. So at the time, it was 2015. That was when like Kanye signed with Adidas, so it was like hot shit. And everyone was like, "Oh my god, the new Yeezys are coming! Oh my god!" And the first model dropped, and there was like these really weird, like they looked like fucking spaceship boots,
okay,
like an astronaut shoe. They were like
I don't get a lot of like, especially like designer brands. A lot of their like shoes.
Don't get me started.
It's like,
designer.
What are you thinking? It's like
they're ugly.
I love a lot of like designer shoes and a lot of designer stuff. But like you ever see like the fashion shows, like some of the concepts they come up with. I'm like, what even is
they look
this?
like fucking cement blocks.
And like it's like they have like men wearing like it looks like it's such a long shirt with like 80 different things going on. It looks like a fucking dress.
It's OD. I mean, I don't know how I feel about designer streetwear at least. Like, I like the gear, I like the belts, I like the shoes.
Some honestly, I find it's more of like almost like those low key streetwear brands that have like the fly stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
And
100%.
Speaking of fly streetwear stuff,
oh, no.
I think this is a good time to shout out our sponsor. It's also my brand, Royalty Rising. We are both wearing our custom uniform, and so it's my personal brand that I created early last year, and you can find that at royaltyrising.shop. I haven't really, as you know, I've kind of taken a break from that whole clothing department. This might be a good segue to like kind of just like talk about how we can get back into this. I know you did a lot of like, you did some photography shoots for me at the time.
I did.
What do you think some like good streetwear ideas that now we can get? If any of our viewers, anybody wants to comment here on YouTube or send me a message and give me any ideas, it's at Royalty Rising Apparel on Instagram. What do you think some good like streetwear ideas or anything?
Oversized tees are always fire. Those are always dope. Who doesn't love an oversized tee? I don't know.
Because I feel like you need to go like basic. I mean, I think joggers are cool.
Joggers
are hard to like do. Joggers are hard to get.
It's too much work.
I mean,
just wear Adidas joggers. Call it a day.
Yeah, it's wear Adidas joggers with the. Honestly, just the t-shirts, because I have these t-shirts. I like this material. I think it's cool. It matches with a lot of stuff, but it's kind of more of a basic color scheme, I think.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I like that color more than the straight black.
Yeah, it's like a charcoal gray.
Yeah, I like charcoal. Charcoal. How do you say that? Charcoal.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, let's forget about that. Anyways, I like that kind of like.
It's because it's like a tricolor somehow, but
yeah, it's like white. It's like black.
Yeah,
but like
it has
washed,
like a
but
waxed
like white
black
in it.
Yes, exactly.
James.
Also known as gray. Yeah. Also
Can I get something dark? Can I get something in a dark black? That's a good one.
Dark black.
It's an inside joke. Never mind. Anyways, carry on.
Okay, so the Road to Rising is, like I said, it's the sponsor of this video. It's my brand, and just from the podcast itself, Making Sense with Jared, I'm going to make a promo code. So anybody who watches this video and wants to go check it out, I will leave a 15% discount code down in the description. And for anyone who's not, anybody who's listening on Spotify or anything like that, it's just going to be Making Sense with Jared, no spaces, all lowercase, and that'll be a 15% discount code to the website. 15. And like we mentioned before, I'm going to be trying my hardest to add some new stuff to the website as well. And I'm actually in the process of talking with people. I actually am going to tell you guys that I'm in the process of talking with people to kind of like redevelop the website, because I've used Shopify, and some of their themes are cool and the ease of it is nice, but like it just doesn't give you like the classical like clothing website or like streetwear website that I'm looking for. I mean, it's cool, it gives you cool design, it's very like the ease of it, but I think I'm going to delve into some new facets. So I may hit you up actually pretty soon to maybe see if I can get some like photography stuff done for some new stuff. So everybody be on the lookout for some of James's new stuff. Now, here's one of my favorite topics to talk about you with.
Anthony, can you check, make sure that's recording? No, the other one. Back.
Yeah. Okay, one of my favorite topics to talk to you about is cars.
Oh, let's go, baby.
So,
cars.
For those who are not aware, I don't think anybody would be aware, you have a Ford Mustang GT.
I do. No, just a GT.
Just a GT.
Just a GT.
Okay.
I don't think there's no such thing as a GT.
And I have the Audi RS5. So, my question to you is, if you could get rid of your car today, what's your ideal car?
Oh, shit. That's a really good question, dude. That one's fun. If I can get rid of my car today?
If you can get rid of your car today, and you can get a car, you can get like a reasonable price range. Like, what's like your favorite car in that like?
I probably got like a C coupe.
A C coupe?
Yeah. Because mine has the S class, and I'm like obsessed with it.
Would you just buy a new one, lease it, or what's your?
Honestly, I'd probably lease it, because what I'm paying right now for my Mustang is probably like around the same I pay for
your Mustang's a lease.
Yeah, no, it's finance.
It's finance.
The lease of Mustang is like $600 a month. It's
yeah,
like
they're just like some of the brands like Mustang, like something like those cars, like the muscle cars and stuff like that. Or even just like sports cars in general, they really don't.
The insurance
they don't lease well.
Not at all.
They do not lease at all.
So I'd probably get a C coupe, because I don't know how much those really go for on lease. Probably like around $465 ish. I want to say somewhere around there.
Somewhere in that range.
Somewhere. I'm not 100% sure, but
Mercedes. Anything Mercedes is usually almost very reliable, and it's just
German engineering.
You can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong with it.
You really can't go wrong with Mercedes.
I'm a huge fan of like the German cars, like BMW. I don't even like BMW that much, but I get it. BMW, Benz, Audi.
BMW's not my favorite.
I hate BMW.
I really, like
they're cheap.
I mean, they're not bad cars. I'm not gonna say they're bad cars.
Saying all
the
that.
M5 is nice. I think they make good cars. It's just not my style. I think like the 4 Series, 5 Series, they're nice cars.
They're good.
They're good.
They're just not a Mercedes.
They're good cars. Yeah, I agree. I like Mercedes better. And I think
story time. So my dad was on the hunt for his new car, right? Because we had another car, and then we're like, okay, we need to get a new car. So his standard is an S class. That's just what he drives. Pretty much for as long as I know him, it's always been that. And he was on the hunt for an S class for like a good deal and shit, because at least the new one's like $1,800 a month. It's a lot of money, so you want to get one like a few years older, get a better deal. It's just, financially it makes more sense. So we were on the hunt for an S class, and one of the places we went to was like a third-party car dealership. It wasn't like Mercedes or like a dealership. It was like a car lot kind of thing.
Okay.
I don't know how to explain it, but it was a authorized dealer. It just wasn't Mercedes or and such. So we're at the place, and we're looking around for this car. We see one we like, and we're like, oh, there's a BMW 7 Series there. Let's go take a look at it. We get in this car. It was fucking trashed on the inside. It was the most disgusting car of all time.
Was it used or anything?
It was pre-owned, but the main problem we had with it was just the way it didn't feel as good as the S Class. Like, we sat in the S Class first, and we're like,
Mercedes, I feel like Mercedes is more like the sport, like it's sporty and luxury, but it wants to be more luxury first.
Yeah.
And BMW is more.
It doesn't know what it wants to be.
Yeah, it doesn't know what it wants to be. It doesn't want to be sport. It doesn't want to be luxury, and
it's in between. It's weird.
Yeah, it's literally just like an in between car.
I do like in your house in Florida. I do like the 4
Series.
That's a nice car.
A 440, I think it is.
It's a good car.
And I think it's good. You know what? I like hardtop convertibles so much more.
Oh my god, dude! Do not get me started.
The soft top convertibles. I don't like the soft
top convertibles are probably the weakest move. Sorry, Mike and whatever.
Yeah.
But soft top convertibles, they just piss me off because like They just don't look as right as they do a hardtop.
That's C63S then.
Okay, that's different. The AMG.
Thing, they had the baby blue roof. The AMG.
I'm gonna plug my boy Mike. Let me plug
Mike Konsovich.
Mike Konsovich, my brother. That car, the AMG, is the only soft top convertible I will ever like in my life. The turquoise blue, the ocean blue. That's what it's called.
The ocean blue. Blue soft top on the C63S. I think
that's a nice car.
That is a nice car.
And that's our car that we use in Florida.
In Florida, he rented out the car because he's a maniac.
Yeah, he's nuts, but he's the homie though. We're actually seeing him tonight. Shouts to Mike, going to dinner.
Wolfgang Steakhouse. Yep.
Big night. So yeah, that's a great car. The only soft top I really like, to be honest with you.
I don't know what about like. I don't get the soft top look. Like
it's just like it looks cheap.
I feel like there's a reason. I feel like the reason like the Ferraris and the Lamborghini, they all make hard tops because that's what like this. That's what like they're.
You know what's funny though? I was actually watching on YouTube. I was watching a Scott Disick's house tour because I'm into that stuff. I like to watch.
Like the old I know what you're talking about.
So I was watching the house tour and he showed his garage and he had there was the Rolls Royce with the soft top. I don't know how I feel about that.
No, you know what? The Rolls Royce, like I want to get a soft top Rolls Royce.
If you could afford a Rolls Royce,
I think Rolls Royce is meant to be luxury. It's not meant to be like sporty, like my personal opinion, sporty like you get like the convertible. I think it's meant to be like you get chauffeured in that shit and you look like a boss. Yeah. And you press the button, it closes the door for you. Yeah. Like you get that thing, you get the 4-door one, you have the chauffeur open the door for you. You got the fur on the inside, you got the carpet on the inside.
Yeah, exactly.
The soft carpet.
So I saw that, but then again, he's got more money than he knows to do, so it doesn't even really matter.
He can get whatever he wants. So,
but yeah, I'm not hating, but I'm just saying, like for me personally, if I were ever had,
it's not your taste, it's not my taste.
I would not get a soft top Rolls Royce. I would get the one with the stars on the top and get chauffeured around. That's what you do. You gotta get the stars, and I feel like the soft top defeats the purpose of it.
Those things drive like
I've never been in one.
It's like the S550 or whatever. It's
only like better.
It's just I'm just saying. It just like those cars, you could be going 80 and it feels like you're just gliding. It's like you go 80 in like a muscle car or something like that, and your car you feel it.
You're like that. You bounce up and down. The suspension's going in and out. It's ridiculous. A pothole or something. The tires are fucking turning in the back. It's like losing traction.
You hit a pothole. You're
oh my god! You hit a pothole. It's game over. Dude, I hit a pothole one time, and I was taking my dad to the doctor because he had to get like a minor procedure that was like 3 years ago. Me and my mom and dad were in the car. And I was driving on Route 18, and you know the exit to get onto New York, basically to get back on Route 9 from Route 18?
Yeah.
It's called the Amboys, the New York
Amboys. Yeah, I know
you're
talking about.
Okay,
yeah.
So this was like
right by the toll, right?
No. You go straight up Route 18. It's the second exit past. If you go to the gym, you know my gym, base training. You go up.
Okay. I know what you're talking about.
The second exit.
All right.
New York and Amboys. So, what happened? Okay. So I was driving to the doctor, and there was like the shoulder of the road, right? And then there was the exit to get off. I swear to God, dude, there was like 7 potholes, like right here. I hit every one of them.
Yeah?
Yeah. And my front right tire exploded, and my back right tire fucking had the most ridiculous bubble in it. And my dad was not very happy.
The worst experience with the pothole I had was, it was January of last year or December of last year. It was snowing like crazy, and I really did not want to go to school. But I kind of like was forcibly like made to go to school. And my dad was like, "You got to go to school today." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah,
and then
school.
I turned off my street. I get onto Bucks Mill, head towards Colsack High School, where we all attended school.
Oh, Colsack High School.
Yeah, Colsack. Many.
I love you, Colsack
High School.
So,
we on the way to Colsack High School, Bucks Mill. It's literally like there's snow on the ground. There's a pothole, but I can't see it. So I'm not even kidding. I heard like the loudest bang I've ever heard, and I felt like my car got destroyed.
No.
And all of a sudden, I'm just keep driving because I'm like, oh my god. And I see the tire pressure.
Yeah, tire pressure dips down to 0.
So it was like 42. For some reason, the Jaguar has such high tire pressure.
Yeah.
Then it dipped down to like 32. I was like, oh boy. Yep. And then the next thing I saw was 0. I saw 0 was the next one.
That'll do it.
The next thing I'm driving, right? I'm driving straight, and my car is just leaning right. It's the right side of my. So I turn it almost helped me turn onto 537 because my car was turning for me. So I turned on 537. I made the next right, and I called my dad. I was like, I just hit a pothole, and then I ended up going home, and it was a miserable experience.
Yeah, potholes are not fun.
My tire was just destroyed.
Oh, it's ripped to shreds probably.
Especially
if you drove on it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's just not fun to deal with.
It is not fun to deal with
Not
potholes.
fun at all.
And I don't get why they don't fix it. It seems like they fix them so fast.
They always fix them after you hit them.
Yeah,
that's how it works. They always hit them after.
You go on 18 when you go from like 79 to 18. You smash into the pothole, and then then
a couple hours later, the next time you drive up there,
it's fixed, and then like 3 days later, it's somehow back. And
somehow.
I still don't. I really don't get the concept.
Neither do I, but it is what it is, I guess.
But cars is a wonderful facet.
I love cars. I'm not gonna lie.
Who's the guy? Wait, what are you saying?
What were you gonna say? Oh no, I was saying like I don't claim to be like the biggest car guy. Like if you start asking me about parts,
I like talking. I can't. It's just like computers.
But I can talk about cars.
Like it's like computers and stuff like and cars. Like I know how to use them. I know what looks nice. And I know what's good, but I don't know anything.
You don't know like
I don't know the inner workings. You know,
neither do
I. Like I'm not like oblivious to everything about it. Like I know some certain things, but I wouldn't call.
You can't like dissect a car and
absolutely.
say, oh, this part does this, and I gotta get a straight pipe for that. Like
I'm not into that. Speaking of, who was the guy? Was it Blake Griffin who jumped over?
He jumped over Kia Optima in the 2011 dunk contest.
Did you see the Aaron Gordon Aaron Gordon? He jumped over Taco Fall or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And he didn't win.
He got robbed.
He got
completely robbed. I don't understand. Taco Fall's like 7'5". He literally cleared him on the jump.
He literally cleared him on the jump, and
he got a 46 for it, or 47, I think. Because the other guy won by 49.
And he got snubbed.
Yeah,
he got absolutely robbed.
Yeah.
Who do you think's got like the? Do you think LeBron's gonna get another title or no?
Do I think LeBron's getting another title? Well, my prediction is this, right? I don't know who's going to make it out of the East because Kyrie's actually out. I called it since day one. Kyrie's going to get hurt with the shoulder.
Is he hurt again?
Yeah, he's hurt. He's out for the rest of the year.
Really?
Yeah, he's out.
I know he was hurt in the beginning, and then when we went to the Knicks game, I mentioned to you that he was coming back like that day or something like that, and then he got hurt again.
Yeah.
He
needs a shoulder surgery.
Why is he made of glass?
It's what happens when you LeBron. I don't know. But I think LeBron's getting another title. I feel like LeBron,
or you think Giannis can do it?
No, Giannis isn't gonna be able to do it. He's the team he has is like
he's just carrying them.
It's a regular season team. They're not a playoff team.
They'll make the playoffs, but
they'll make they'll obviously make the playoffs.
5th, 6th seed or anything?
No, Bucks are the first in the East.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're like
I'm not that versed in basketball.
Yeah, the Bucks are the number 1 in the East, but it's gonna be the Clippers and the Lakers in the conference finals in the West. So I don't even know. Because Kawhi is really good. But Paul George sucks. I don't like Paul George.
He's got 2 first names.
He's a loser. You cannot trust a guy with two first names. He is not good. He's a loser. He got his ass kicked by LeBron like every year in the East. He's literally a nobody. That's my point on that. So we're going to see what happens in the playoffs.
I mean, I feel like he's kind of like, I feel like he'd be the person who wouldn't be nice. I feel like he'd be like...
Who, Paul George?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest with you, because he still sucks and he's a loser.
Zach LaVine was a nice guy. I met Zach LaVine. He was actually like a nice guy.
You meet
I met him at a Yankee game.
Oh, shit.
And he was actually nice. He I was with Jake Foley. Shout out Jake Foley, our good friend.
I love you.
We miss you, dude.
Come back.
I think he's coming home today.
Really?
He's coming home today. We're gonna be
in New York.
Of course we're gonna be in New York. Thanks, Mike. So me and Jake met him at like a Yankee game. Honestly, I wasn't like, I know basketball players, but I was like, who is this guy? He's so tall. I was like, who is this dude?
Yeah.
And then I asked like one of the people because I saw someone take a picture with him. Like, oh, it's Zach LaVine, and I think he won I think it was 2016, and he won the dunk contest that year. So
he was hot shit.
Yeah, we took a picture with him, and he was cool. And funny story, I think it might have been the same game. Jake and I went, and we saw Bruce Willis there.
Okay.
And he was not a nice guy. Like, I'm not kidding. We saw him walking inside, and me and Jake politely walked up to him. We're like, excuse me, would you mind taking a picture with us? He made direct eye contact with us and continued to walk about his day. Didn't even give us the time of day, didn't respond, and he continued to walk inside. So me and Jake were like, maybe in here. So we went inside because we were heading inside anyway, and we asked. We saw him come out of the bathroom, so we were like, excuse me, Bruce, would you mind taking a picture with us? And he literally just told us no. And I don't understand what, like...
Adam 22 did that to us in Miami.
And I don't understand, like... I really don't get, like, why it's so hard to...
Be nice
to somebody.
I don't know. But yeah, Adam 22 did that to me and Mike in Miami. We were driving and we were by this restaurant. And I forgot what it was called. It was like next to the club. What's the club in Miami? Not Live. It's the other place.
I don't know.
It's like a really poppin' club. And he was like in that area. So we saw him. We're like, oh my God, Adam, yo, can you take a picture with us? We were in the car. He was like, nah. And we're like, okay.
Like, you see, I think some people just think they're too cool for everybody else, or they're like too much of hot shit, so they're not willing to talk to anybody else.
Fucking bozo. I don't know.
I don't get why some people are just not that nice. But
it is what it is, I guess. I don't really know.
Who's like the who do you think's the most like craziest person you've met?
Craziest person I've met?
Like, I mean, not like
like celebrity? Like,
yeah.
Oh my God.
As far like.
21 Savage was crazy. That was an interesting day.
You met 21
I met
Savage?
the meet and greet. That was cool.
Was it like
My picture's
dab
blurry.
him up, take a picture?
I dabbed him up, take a picture, said what's up, and my picture was blurry, so that was good.
Oh yeah, I took 3 pictures of Lil TJ and I blinked at all of them. I still posted it on my Instagram.
Yeah,
But
so he was dope. That was like when he was in like his prime too. That was when Savage Mode was out. He was doing the tour for it, so we're like, yo, this is crazy. So he was definitely one of the coolest. I did not meet Rich the Kid, but Mike did. He went backstage at the show at the Game Changer, so he met him.
Did he just sneak back there? Or
No, he like bribed the tour bus guy, and he went back there. It was funny.
Really?
Yeah. Jay Critch, I saw him outside that was before Jay Critch popped off, so I saw him. Slim Jimmy,
we met Juice WRLD over Instagram Live.
Oh yeah, that's right.
With Mobsta.
Yeah. Who else? Blueface. I met Blueface in the Fountain Blue.
And did you meet Slim Jimmy?
I didn't meet him. Like I'll say I did, but like I kind of like so I was just like, yo.
And he nodded back.
Yeah. I didn't really meet him, but like, yeah, I'll say.
I feel like he's the type of person like.
Yo, he literally had a bandana on his face. He's trying to be like so low key.
Do you think everybody would recognize him though?
No one recognized. I just saw on Instagram.
No, I'm saying if he didn't have the mask on.
Oh yeah, everyone. Yeah, 100%. Because it was rolling loud. Like everybody and their mothers at the Fountain Blue. Like everybody. That place is a shit show.
It was popping at the time.
Oh dude, Cardi B was there. Offset was there. Slim Jimmy, Ray Shremmer was there.
Why Fountain Blue? Is Fountain Blue actually that nice of a hotel?
Fountain Blue is like is a party spot.
Is it because of Club Live or?
It's because of Club Live and because all the rappers go there.
If I know you say there was like when you're trying to sleep, you're like partying in the back.
It's not exactly that. Like the rooms are nothing. Like the hotel is like a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Like the outside, the lounge, the pool area.
We can't even get into Club Live. So
yeah, we can't even get. It's fucking useless.
Yeah.
But Fountain Blue is a nice spot if you're going with like the homies and you want to go to like a nice party hotel because you got the hookah bar there. You got they got the girls in the bar and the rappers are walking around. Like it's cool, but like if you're trying to chill, like. There's no downtime.
It's not the ideal place.
You're not gonna want to go there with like your
I feel like Miami's not. If you're not going there to party, I feel like it's not the ideal place to go. Well, I shouldn't say party. If you're not going there to like go out and like have a good time or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to go to the beach, like you don't have to go to Miami. I mean, even though South Beach would be or something like that would
South
be cool.
South Beach is nice, but like it's
or
like,
Miami Beach or something like that. I'm saying like much prefer West Palm Beach.
Yeah, like
as far as hangout area, I much prefer West Palm Beach.
I like West Palm. West Palm is nice. I agree with that. Miami's just definitely like. It's a hot spot. Like everyone goes there because like it's like fast cars, girls, clubs.
I mean, there's nice cars everywhere. There's beautiful women everywhere. There's all the clubs you want, but we can't.
I can go without that.
I mean, I'm not. It's not like
I'm not opposed to it.
I'm not saying when I'm 21 or something like that.
Oh, we're going down.
Yeah, I would go to Miami or I would go to Vegas. I would go somewhere like that. But it's not like.
But for right now, it's just like we can't go to the clubs. We can't.
But as far as like travel destinations for me right now, I think Aruba, where we went last year, was definitely a fun time.
That was a good time.
I mean, West Palm's always fun to go to. West Palm Beach, Florida. Key Island, where you haven't gone.
I didn't go there. No.
Anthony has gone with me. Is a fun time. Jake has actually gone there as well. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's some cool places that
there's definitely some cool places. Ideally, I want to go to like a nice kind of like Caribbean or something like
tropical
Turks
place?
and Caicos or Aruba.
Bahamas,
even Aruba.
Yeah.
Like that was fun.
Aruba's so small. Aruba was fun though.
I know Aruba was fun just because like it was just chill. Like we fucking sat there.
Yeah, it's like
beach, jet skis.
Yeah,
food,
meal
drinks,
plan.
Like, all that.
Meal plan.
We abuse $100 a day. You
get $100. This is a great deal, by the way. $100 a day. I mean, it sounds. I guess it sounds kind of pricey.
In theory, it sounds okay,
pricey.
Like that sounds
but
a little much.
There's like 6 or 7 restaurants on the resort, or you want to call it, and you get your own little like. Oh, I guess it's like your own room, but it's kind of like it's almost like separated a little bit. So like it's not like you're like conjoined with anybody else or next to anybody else, and It's pretty funny. Like you spend $100 a day, you can go to any of these 6 or 7 places. You get whatever you want to eat and whatever you want to drink for no cost. So obviously you spend $100, but let's just say you get a full dinner, you get like a full steak or something like that, and it might cover the cost with like 2 or 3 things that you get from like a nice restaurant.
Mm-hmm. No, so, it makes perfect sense when you think about it because
I would love to go back this year. I think we should plan into it.
Yeah, we should probably definitely look into that.
So let's take the time now. I'd like to kind of let you plug yourself, you kind of talk about your social media and your.
All right, so I have 2 Instagram accounts that are like known. James Buckley, but instead of the U, it's the X because I couldn't get the original username. You couldn't get
the U.
So that sucks. And then I have James Buckley Photos, which is like
it has the U.
Yeah, it has the U.
It has the U.
Has the U. It has photos.
James
so
Buckley Photos.
It's a good ad. So yeah, that's kind of inactive though. I don't know why. I kind of have to start posting more, but We'll get there.
Okay, so you can find my social at Jared Habib, JaredHabib, and the podcast's Instagram is Making Sense with Jared, at Making Sense with Jared, and Royalty Rising is at Royalty Rising Apparel, as I will reiterate before. And you can find this podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Music,
everywhere.
Anywhere you think you can find a podcast, you can find our podcast. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for coming out.
You're welcome.
And we will see you guys next week.
Yes, indeed.